Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to News with Block. It is the 1st of December 2021. This is where we bring you the latest in crypto news and market analysis. We also like to put a little bit of speculation peppered onto this as well. First of all, this video is brought to you by Mizar, smart trading for everyone, a next generation in smart trade platform. It's subscription-free trading plus the tools that you need to put your cryptos in motion. Sign up, develop your bots, or copy other traders. It will also offer a smart trade functionality and exciting features like block shift and auto compounding. So visit www.mizar.ai to register your interest now and get involved for December. So guys, straight into crypto prices, and no surprise, at number one is still the granddaddy of them all, Bitcoin, currently trading at $58,523. It's up 0.5% in the past 24 and 4.51 in the past 7 days, sitting at $1.105 trillion, and no surprise there. But in number two, we still have Ethereum at $4,752, up 1.53% in the past 24 and a whopping 13.6% in the past 7 days. Current market cap at $562 billion. Then in number three, we have Binance Coin, or BNB, at $647.80, up a quite impressive 3.08% in the past 24, and also impressive 12.02%, as you saw it just changed there, in the past 7 days at $108 billion market cap. Then following down the line, we have USDT at 4th, Solana at 5th, Cardano, ADA, no change at 6th, XRP at 7th, USDC stablecoin at 8th, and Polkadot at 9th, and finally Dogecoin in the 10th spot. Not a huge amount of change there. What is first on the docket today? Well, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. No surprise there. So first of all, it is MicroStrategy hitting the headlines again. In this latest tweet from Bitcoin Magazine, MicroStrategy has purchased the equivalent of 28% of all Bitcoin created since its first BTC buy. That is insane, and it goes without saying that when we have institutions and whales like MicroStrategy and MicroSaylor at the helm, that it is encouraging to know that Bitcoin will never go down. I don't think these guys are ever going to sell. It's irrelevant whatever happens. If quantum computing comes in and erases all cryptocurrency as we know it, MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor will still be there hodling till the end. So keep it up, Michael. Next in, we have, this is exciting news. I don't like to talk about ETFs too much on this show because they're just a little bit done to death. I mentioned it in yesterday's show that until Gary Gensler stops waxing lyrical about futures ETFs and paves the way for spot ETFs to come in so that those prices can't be manipulated, let's face it, then I'm not really going to talk about them. I don't care about them, really, but I do care about spot ETFs. And here we go. We have the big boys, Grayscale Investments, are hitting back at the SEC, and specific Gary Gensler, saying that there is no basis to reject spot ETFs. At Grayscale, we believe, citing reasons as such strong demand physically backed products, Dave Lavelle, global head of ETFs at Grayscale Investments, had previously argued, at Grayscale, we believe that if regulators are comfortable with ETFs that hold futures of a given asset, they should also be comfortable with ETFs that offer exposure to the spot price of that same asset. I mean, no brainer, right? This is utterly basic notion of how we should be trading. You start in spot, then you evolve or migrate to futures when you become more experienced because there is inherently more risk involved. No? But maybe I've been learning wrong. Who knows? But Gary Gensler seems to disagree. And the crypto industry has long been asking for a physically backed spot ETF. Earlier last month, Bitwise also bet on a spot product with CIO Matt Hugan, noting, ultimately, what many investors want is a spot Bitcoin ETF. We think that's possible, so Bitwise will continue to pursue that goal. And we will look at other ways to help investors get access to the incredible opportunities in crypto. So ultimately, what that means is when we have pressure from, companies such as Grayscale that have, I think, around about $80 million of worth of assets under control, not to mention the holding companies that they're owned by, they're huge. They are going to put serious pressure on the SEC now, and it's going to become under more scrutiny. So I do believe that the spot ETF may not be as far away as we think. What else is going on? Well, Amazon takes on Visa. As I'm sure you have heard, Amazon has recently delisted the Visa credit cards. Well, partly due and mainly due to the rising price of the fees. Now, Brexit could have played a part in this, especially within the UK, as prices are now kind of uncontrolled, or fees are uncontrolled in the UK as what can be charged. However, this has stemmed further and it could instigate cryptocurrency offering the real alternative with much lower fees, much more cross-chain compatibility, and that global kind of appeal. So yes, we could actually see this as the initial stepping stone and catalyst, I suppose, in seeing that cryptocurrency could start to be integrated with Amazon. It's a bit of a no-brainer, really. However, we know there are larger things at play, so we can realistically only speculate for now. What else is in the news with Bitcoin? Well, El Salvador's president asked the Fed to stop printing money. I think that is just brilliant. Nayib Bukele is just a one-man meme machine within the crypto world. However, praise be to the guy. He is killing it on the Bitcoin front. Whether he's making a city, mining from a volcano, it doesn't really matter. But for me, this is just the greatest, most recent tweet. Can you guys stop printing more money? You're just going to make things worse. Really, it's a no-brainer. This dude is wearing a backwards baseball cap with aviators on, looking like a bit of a, bit of a dude, a bit of a Chad. And here he is kind of criticizing Jerome Powell on this constant printing of money and inflation, and he's not wrong, So, when you're getting called out by, the king of crypto Chads, Bitcoin Chads, then maybe you should listen. But hey, don't worry about it. At least Jerome Powell's back in for another term. So we'll see what happens there. Anyway, guys, let's jump straight into the Bitcoin price. And as you can see, there is a lot going on the chart today from the BTC analysis. We are using, as I do with all of my charts, the Alpha Suite, which is hosted and created by Block Party Trading. So you can find that on the website, www.blockpartytrading.com. If you essentially want a cheat code and a bit of a God mode to all of your charts. It really is unfair trading with these indicators because they do so much work for you. I'm an okay trader, but once I start using the Alpha Suite, then I really do actually feel like a bit of a next level trader. It makes analysis for me so much easier, but most importantly, it makes money for me so much easier. So that's great. And we have just seen a awesome little bit of a pump since I started recording this video, which is great news. But anyway, where we are looking at the moment with Bitcoin is we are in a very, very clear consolidation area here. As we can just see, so I've nicely marked on these lines just so you can get a bit of an idea. This triangle pattern shows all of the touches on this support line, on this, well, it was resistance and now support, and equally on this resistance line just here. So after we've technically broken out of this descending wedge, we've consolidated a little bit to essentially find out, is this a bull flag or are we going to crash back down? And it is looking like, as we speak, it is starting to break out. We are trying to tackle the 50 DMA and the 20 DMA again for, I think, the third time in recent times to try and break through it, which we've had no success just yet. Please bear in mind, guys, if we do break below this price of somewhere around about 55,900, we will probably end up going down to around about the 50K, 52K region. However, what we want to see is we want to break through the 20 DMA and the 50 DMA and above the 59,200, 300 region. And I think we can start to look and cast our eyes towards 66K, which if we get this VPVR back on, we'll see that there is loads of low liquidity. And I think if we can get above here, we can start to see a real pump straight up to 66K. So keep your eyes peeled. This is my projections of where we're going. Of course, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You can pay people to do that. That's fine. But I am just a head talking on YouTube. This is for entertainment purposes only. So please bear that in mind. Don't put your life savings into a long on Bitcoin just yet, unless you're aiming for 2025, 2020, 2030, then might not be a bad shout. Anyway, again, not financial advice. So that is my Bitcoin outlook for today. It is actually looking very, very bullish. So let's move on. Next up, we've got COTI. So COTI has just been supported by Coinbase Custody, which is great news. Coinbase Custody is the world's most trusted custodian. They have also taken on AGLD, COTI, RARI, CFG, and also YGG. This is pretty cool. I'm not going to get into this too much, but listings on Coinbase Custody generally lead to quite bigger things, and it can actually pump the price quite a lot. So let's have a quick look at the chart. I think we have had some people who may have heard about this news behind the curtains 2 days ago, because we've already seen this preliminary pump going ahead. However, how is this looking? This is looking like a fantastic chart. We have broken through the 20 DMA. We have broken just above the 50 DMA now. We are above all these kind of real local supports now. Let's just get those on so you can see what I'm talking about. So this area here is a real critical area to be breaking through, and we've broken up. We've been rejected, but we have pressed on through. So we're seeing a lot of volume coming in there. We're seeing this nice descent of volume, bullish volume coming in. So I'm seeing that we're probably going to get a breakout on this volume, as you can see just here, and I think we are just going to head right on up. In volume wise, it's going to be a big pump incoming once this news really takes hold as well, and once the actual buys start coming in. And where are we looking? We see that we've got a huge 45% of headroom coming up, which is quite nice. I would look at an accumulation area of around about anywhere down to here. I don't particularly want to lose this support just here, but accumulate around about this region between 47.7 cents and down to about 40 cents. And then where would our TPs be? Well, it's quite, using the Alpha Suite, you can see these pretty quickly. So somewhere here and here. And maybe take a bit of profit here. There seems to be a bit of a challenging resistance there. So you're looking at accumulating between 47 cents down to 40 cents, and then taking a bit of profit at 52 cents, up to about 60 cents, and then up to 70 cents as well. This is more for your short-term outlook. Of course, COTI, pretty good project, so you can look to hold that a little bit longer. Next on the docket, now we have got, oh my God, I think I'm going to have to rename this to Block Party Shiba Inu trading or something like that, because I seem to talk about it all the time. But I'm not going to lie, I have a little bit of a soft spot for Shiba Inu, and I don't know why. I don't know why. It's not like I'm caught up in the FOMO of it all. I guess, I hear what Elon Musk is saying and why he got so behind Doge. He found it so hilarious that it just pumped, but now it's become like a serious contender for, mainstream adoption and cryptocurrency. And Shiba Inu is just kind of following the same path, but, even bigger, and it's pretty cool. But I just love it. I don't know why. I just think it's pretty cool. I love that it's turned $5,000, I think it was, into like $8,000 into $5 billion or whatever. It's just insanity. And I like the whole fundamental side of cryptocurrency and how a lot of these projects have so many real life applications, and that's all great to talk about. But sometimes as well, I also just love the pure insanity of cryptocurrency and what it is truly capable of, because we're so early in this new world asset that it's really exciting. It is very reminiscent of that like kind of tulip bubble. These are what legends are made of. So Shiba Inu, love it, hate it, I don't care. It makes me money. I'm sure it's made a lot of you money. Make sure you're on the right side of it, and it can make you money as well. But anyway, online electronics shop Newegg to accept Shiba Inu crypto during holidays. So Newegg was one of the first online American retailers to accept crypto, starting with Bitcoin and eventually Dogecoin. Now, in that alone, you could obviously expect that Shiba Inu would be not far behind. So, hey, hey, hashtag Shiba Army. How are we looking at America's largest digital out-of-home billboard? We'll be officially accepting SHIB token by early December via BitPay. Hey, Christmas is just around the corner. What's going to be happening here? So maybe we might see a bit of a pump incoming. So let's have a quick look at the chart for the 54,000th time in the past 2 days. And after the first video, a couple of days ago, we kind of caught this pump. And, you should have logically been taking some profits here at this first kind of key resistance right here. But we are looking all round pretty damn bullish. And like I said, I had an inkling that Shiba Inu would be coming back with a bit of force. So if we had to have a look at where we are at and where we could possibly be going, We still have all of this headroom up to 91.9%. We've taken a nice bit of profit just here, and we can get back into a nice accumulation phase. Real kind of simple region just here from around about 0.00000. We'll just go with the numbers. About 4636 all the way down to 3582. Get some accumulation on there. You can then take profit back at around about this region. I think we're going to be met with some resistance again, and then ride it up to a more significant point, probably around about here, which is where the next kind of take profit line would be at 6268. Then again around about this region at about 7545, and then no brainer right at this kind of, that's the all-time high at 8844. Okay, my mic didn't get out of place then. Get very excited when I talk about Shiba Inu. Can you blame me? So yeah, guys, bear that in mind. This is going to be the last of the news that's going to drop for Shiba Inu. There's going to be so much more. No real brainer. It's been accepted by AMC, these guys as well. So keep your eye out for it. It's going to probably go. Remember, there's some big old whales accumulating on it now as well. Next up, we have CTK or Certix. Exciting news. We have recently closed an $18 million Series B2 round of financial funding. This is not only the single largest round of fundraiser for a company in the blockchain security space, but now brings Certix total valuation to nearly $1 billion. So yeah, that is huge. Taking any company to $1 billion is just pretty insane. And as you can see, the price has reacted accordingly. I think that's been a very reactive buy. There's going to be a lot of FOMO going on there. Would I advise to buy now? Absolutely not. No. This is a really poor time to FOMO in. I could go on, I could be wrong, but there's a much higher chance that it's going to go down. So I would probably start accumulating in a very small amount. Oh God, I want to say down here, but if you had to, and if you're really desperate to FOMO that much, then really be careful with how much you're kind of buying in at this stage, because there's a very good chance it's going to be retracing. But wholly, I do think it's going to be going up. I think we are going to see something more of this direction, and probably heading up around that. It's very crude kind of look at it, but we could easily spike down a little bit more, and there could be larger things at play. As I always say, accumulate in this zone here, the yellow box. If we start to stack it below, maybe you can push it down to there. If we start to go really below 1.376, then there are going to be larger things at play, like a much bigger Bitcoin crash. And at that point, I stop accumulating and then I wait for the bounce, whether it be with this currency that I'm looking at, or if it's with actual Bitcoin itself. Annoyingly, I think we're going to have pretty much missed this initial pump, but there's still like 36% of headroom there, and we could even get down to, if we accumulate well, we could get a nice 73% out of it as well. So anyway, a lot of cool stuff going on there. Basically, check out the link to this article in the description. Woohoo! XRP. I have had a newfound or reignited love for XRP, Ripple. I know a lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it. Again, I don't really care. I'm here to make money. But I really like what they're doing in the whole SEC case and how they're tackling it head on, but also at the same time, they are making big moves, making new waves, and just they are out on a mission to let everyone know, the SEC specifically, that they're going to win this case. It's probably going to be settled in 2022. So if you're not really accumulating XRP now, I would hedge my bets. I'd say it's like 80% on XRP or Ripple's side that it's going to go through. 80% to me in any trading scenario is a good enough bet to be going in on. It's better than a lot of indicators and bots work to out there. So why not? And what do you think is going to happen to that price with all these CBDCs that are probably going to be working on their chain as well? I think it's going to be pretty big. I think it's going to be scarily big. So you may as well get in on XRP. But like I said, they're continually making moves, and exciting moves at that as well. So XRP and other top currencies are now accepted by Croatia's largest supermarket chain. And, this is kind of very significant for Croatia, because it means that, mainstream adoption is occurring in Croatia, because of Consum, and this is just going to be that trickle effect, that waterfall effect. So Consum, the largest supermarket chain in Croatia, which was founded all the way back in 1957, has begun accepting cryptocurrency in its online store. According to a December 1 report by Zagreb-based newspaper 24 Sata, the lineup of supported digital currencies include Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, Stellar Lumen, and Bitcoin Cash, as well as two stablecoins, USDT and DAI. Now, that's pretty cool. So we'll have a little look closer at Ripple, because there's been something else that's been announced right here. It was a report from November 29th, and it's not exactly new news, but it is super important news. So Ripple launched crypto service for financial companies amid legal battle with the SEC. This is what I'm talking about. You know, they are going hammer and tongue, even though they're in a legal battle with SEC. So the key points here are Ripple is set to launch a product called Liquidity Hub that allows financial services firms to offer their customers access to cryptocurrencies. Clients will be able to offer trading in a selection of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic. I've got a bit confused then. And then Bitcoin Cash and XRP, of course. Ripple is in hot water with the SEC over XRP, a cryptocurrency with which it is closely associated. Like we all know that. So this is cool. This is super exciting. I'm not going to go too granular into it. But what is super important to remember about this is what it's going to do to the price. You know, I think the bigger picture here is that they are launching such amazing initiatives and projects whilst the SEC case is going on, and it shows that they are not afraid to invest. They have full direction that they're going to come out of this on top. And, you know, looking at the price, this is exciting. This is a really nice chart. Yeah, I think I've talked about it quite a lot. I have put lots of drawings on this chart and removed them and just come back to them because it's quite fun to redraw them. But we are looking at a very, very, very nice... If we can bounce off here, have a nice trend line there, and then let's bring this one down. I mean, look at that. So we're looking at this symmetrical triangle that's coming into play. You know, we can even argue that there is a descending triangle in play there as well. All in all, it's looking pretty bullish, in my opinion. So we have a lot of headroom going on as well. Keeps on doing that. I wish it wouldn't. Where are we at? We're at here. So the old all-time high of just under $2. How annoying is that, not breaking $2? This is just quite simple. I would probably look to accumulate in this region right here. So around about 50 cents, real nice number there. And look at that, right up to $1 as well. What an awesome place to be accumulating in between 50 cents and $1. I mean, talk about psychological resistances and supports. So yeah, no brainer. Accumulate in this area here. If we do break down below 50 cents, then bear in mind there might be something larger at play. We could be entering into a bearish market. If we are, yes, accumulate, but personally, wait for the bounce. Get all there. You'll hear me say that a lot. What are my targets? Well, first of all, right somewhere in this region here is going to be your first real struggle to get through, which is $1.38. And next region would be $1.65, and then obviously at $2 or $1.99 if you like that. They're going to be your short-term targets. And I say short-term, I say within the next kind of 3 to 6 months. But there's the other side to this coin as well. If the SEC case goes well, which we think it will, this thing could go absolutely parabolic. It really could. It could absolutely explode. We could go 3x, 5x on this quite easily from where we are now. Hitting $5 from $1, very believable. But anyway, guys, that pretty much summarizes everything up from News with Block today. Of course, please give us a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get to see these and hear these. See them if you're on YouTube, hear them if you're on podcasts, on iTunes, or on Spotify as well. Listen to them on your drive on the way home, as I do every day with some of my favorite podcasters. And of course, it's free, so just don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, check out our website and all the other cool stuff we do, and make sure you follow our Twitch as well with Reggie George doing his live streams Friday to Monday. They are a hoot. But anyway, guys, like I always say, good things come to those who wait, and great things come to those who hodl.